Hello everyone and welcome to the next in our series of daily origami for YouTube. Today we're going to continue with our theme of looking at some traditional origami, and we're going to make another bird today. Today we're going to make a parakeet, and for this particular origami you just need one piece of square origami paper, no scissors, no glue. I'm going to be using standard 15 by 15 centimeter paper, but I'll let you guys know the dimensions when we're finished to let you know how big everything is. This makes a nice little two-dimensional bird, which you can use kind of for decorating different things. And I suppose if you wanted to, you could maybe kind of position it standing up with some glue. You'd need to use some pretty thick paper, though, to keep it standing up. But what we're going to do here is we're start with our color side facing down. I want to start with just a basic center crease right in the middle here by folding in half vertically. Open it up. Then I'm going to take each of those top edges and fold down so that that edge lines up in the center, creating a nice little triangle at the top. And do the other side too, so that we get something that kind of looks like a house. Then I'm going to take each of the sides and fold into the center. And you can line up everything in the center first, and also double check everything is lined up right by making sure that the bottom creases and the edges line up perfectly down there. And we'll do the other side as well. Once you've gotten both of those sides folded into the center, we're going to take that center crease, we're going to reverse it. I'm going to let everything fold back outwards right across that center crease, so we get this folded in half like so. Now I want to take this bottom part and I'm going to create an angled crease here so I can fold this up to create the tail feathers. And the easiest way to do that is I'm going to create my crease. It starts right where this edge hits the side, and you could kind of see a faint bit of line here from where this edge is underneath. We're going to use that as a guide kind of to make sure that we're making a crease that creates a nice right angle right here on the side. So get that crease started, and then I'm just going to reverse this by pushing it through inside here. Now the back crease is already going the right way, so you can just push straight up on that and then get this middle part to pop down to create a nice mountain edge here. And then just smush everything down and you'll reverse that crease to become a mountain crease on the outside as well. So you get something that looks like this. Now I also want to do another similar crease by smoothing this out to become just a nice triangle instead of a square. So I'm going to first mark the crease by just folding down. This area is a square, so you should be able to line up both this part and this edge when you do that. So you get both of those creases marked. Open up from down here and then just push down in the back where the crease is already a mountain. Reverse this part here to a valley, and then get the top part reversed to become a mountain as well, so that you get that part marked off now, which will serve as our little tail feathers for our bird later. Then the last little bit is just to go ahead and take this peak up here and pop it out to make a head and beak. And you can kind of, choose a little random sort of thing here for this. Essentially what we're going to be doing is just tilting this a little bit so that the tail's feathers just come straight down. And then you could just kind of play around with this part up here by just pinching on the side and just starting the reverse up here, getting that mountain crease that's on top here to become a valley. And then just hold on to what will be the beak, and you can kind of adjust this then until you find the spot that you like for, how big you want his head and how big you want his beak. I want to make this up just a little bit higher here maybe. And then you also want to make sure, of course, that you've got the beak, kind of close to the body. It doesn't stick out so much. That gives a more like parakeet kind of feel to it, I think, when you keep it a little closer to the body, to give you something like this. And that's our finished parakeet. The finished dimensions for this are about 11.5 centimeters long, and the width is about 5.5. Like I said, this makes a cute little kind of decorative piece if you're doing like a greeting card or a mural of some kind, for example. It can work really good. So gives you a good idea of the dimensions of that if you're doing that. And like I said, if you want to make it so that it stands up, there is the part here in the wing area where you could kind of connect it to something. And if you use some glue, you could keep it to stand up pretty good, depending on how stiff the paper is that you're using. So, if you have like a doll rod or something and you're trying to do like a display, even a pencil or something, if you put just a tiny bit of glue on either side, you should be able to kind of connect it there to keep it standing up if you want it to be more 3D. So that is our finished project for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.